I'm gonna start posting this one, and I'm saying live streaming LAN XCOM live stream, and then surprise face.
Oh, surprise, bitch!
Oh my god, it's not XCOM.
Oh my god! What? That's crazy.
Okay, so just give me a second. I'm just gonna connect my iPhone's hotspot. The reason is because
hotspot.
The reason is because if I connect both my Wi-Fi and my iPhone, if my Wi-Fi goes down connection-wise, my iPhone can take over. And then when my Wi-Fi comes back up again, it's gonna stop hosting it. So I like this. I like that idea.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. Cool.
Yay. Because I don't know why I'd never thought about that.
The question
Hey, Nightmare Joe! Welcome to the non-XCOM livestream.
Yo! I'm in a weird mood today.
You are in a weird mood. By the way, so just letting every one of you know right now, all 5 people of you right now, this is my friend from another mother. That makes sense, it's a friend.
So fucking rude.
It's how should I call you?
My name's Violet.
Her name is Violet. The name of her YouTube channel is Hybridram Citadel or Hybridram.
No, it's just Hybridram.
Okay, it's just Hybridram. Her thumbnail, her Tumblr is also called Hybrid Reflections, which is actually a nice name. Thank goodness no one got that. But yeah, that's my friend over there. She has 2 OCs.
OCs, I am the queen of OCs.
She's the queen of OCs.
I have so many OCs. Kill me. They're controlling my life.
I forgot to turn my FPS to FPS 1. Now it's FPS 30 again. You know what? Just forget about that. We'll just go 30 FPS, boys. Just 30 FPS.
Coffee is not. But yeah, I'm the person where I think tea is better than coffee. Don't you start that.
It doesn't matter if you're not a MLP fan, but I do appreciate that you came by and say, oh, I'm not really a MLP fan, but so I'm not gonna watch your MLP stream, but it's okay. I'm not a.
I mean,
brony.
I'm not. We're both not really. We're not bronies.
Oh, we just want to talk about a cartoon show.
I'm in a really weird mood. Yeah, this is the first thing about My Little Pony that I've been excited for in months.
Yeah.
Like, I just came to you like, holy shit, this thing is amazing. Because I just saw it on a whim. I was like, oh, a promo, this looks cool. And then I saw the art style and I was like, my mind is blown.
Okay, so before we start with the actual discussion video, not a podcast, I'm gonna reset my internet so that it will also host my phone. So anytime my stream goes down, it's gonna be supported by the hotspot. So, okay.
And I also need to do the intro, so...
Yeah, okay, so you do the intro, your video. I'm gonna get cut off.
I'll wait until you're ready.
I mean, you can do it while I'm cut off. So anyways, I'm gonna... Hello?
Oh, he's here. Hey. I started doing my intro, and then I realised that I should just do it when you're here, because if I introduce you, I say, yo, I'm with AP.
You're alone.
I was being cool. I was being swagger. I can't do it. Like, I'm really fucking high on sugar, I think.
You're high right now.
Anyway, I can't do the intro without you here, because if I go, yo, it's 8 feet, and then there's just silence.
Yo, 8 feet, and then it's not the same.
What is that? What is this silence that I have? And I'm in a really fucking weird mood. And hopefully I'll calm down.
Okay,
I have some interesting thing to say.
So let's let's explain to everyone what this is, because right now everyone is confused because they're thinking this is XCOM. Obviously, it's not XCOM. So
but that's your fault. That's not my fault.
I mean, okay, so let's discuss.
Okay. It is your fault because you're too lazy to change.
I'm trying to explain. Okay, so this is a discussion live stream. It's not a podcast. It's completely different. It's about us talking about the new MLP trailer that came out based on the MLP movie that is also coming out very soon. And we just want to have a discussion about it between me and my girlfriend. So, yeah, that's about it.
Yes, and I want to do the intro because you always do the intro.
Okay, so you do the intro this time. You do the intro this time. I'm not gonna cut in unless you let me to. So, go ahead, go.
Yeah, I mean, you can cut in, but you always seem to say... For 4 years!
Just do it.
4 years you've been
cutting you right
intros.
now. I'm not doing it. Just do it.
Oh god, now I feel weird because I'm just about to be really weird. Well, not really weird, but like normal. So, blah 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 blah. Hang on, let me have a drink first, and then we can get on to. Oh, 6 people. Hello, people.
Hey, IT Gamer.
Hello. Oh shit, I'm already out of tea. We haven't even started yet.
Are you serious? I gave you time.
I know. I've already drunk it. It's not my fault.
Okay, fine. Pretend there's tea in it.
No. Oh no. You can't just pretend there's tea. Like, you can't pretend that you have a life
tea is like what? It's just the same
there.
as water, right? So that should be enough for you. Just go get water and pretend it's tea.
Why would you say that? Are you trying to insult me?
No, I'm just saying coffee
Are
is
you
better.
trying to insult? You know what? You know what? After 4 years, I think I'm done with you now. That's it. That is it. That is the last straw. I'm done. Fuck you. I am 100% done with blah 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 with you. Don't know what that was. Those were words. They were words and a half.
Do you want some bubblegum?
Yep.
I got some bubblegum over here.
I would love some bubblegum.
Okay, here.
Can you just
here.
like, just chuck it through the window.
Actually, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
That don't work, mate.
By the way, this live stream is sponsored by Double Mint Winglers.
Here we come back. Are we coming back to the sponsored era of
I've been sponsoring myself all the time. You just don't watch my live stream.
Yeah, that's because I have enough of you as it is.
That's true. Too much hate feed
like,
is not good for your health.
You think I'm gonna watch your live streams and be here all the time? You gotta be joking me, man.
I mean, you could just have my live streams on in the side while you're doing important stuff like recording your videos, and hearing me in the side and it being recorded at the same time audio wise on the recordings. I'm just saying.
Oh my god, don't.
Okay, you know what? This is not a podcast. This is a discussion video. So you know what? Let's drop everything for now. Truce.
Sounds like hashtag triggered.
Okay, hey, truce.
He triggers me all the time.
Hey, truce.
I don't know why we're going up.
Truce.
Right, truce. Okay, I'm gonna
let's start.
Now.
Okay, so you started. Okay, you do the intro. Go.
Don't laugh. I can just feel like you're
I'm gonna mute
laugh.
myself if I need to.
No. Oh god. Okay, ready?
Go.
Right, let's finally start. Okay, hi guys, Violet here, and today we're talking about MLP and 8 Feet's here. Like an idiot he is. Hey. God damn it! Why?
Did you hear that?
Please, don't. Yes! Fuck me. Okay, we've got to do it again. I can't. It needs to be serious. I can't. Oh, you see my channel recently? It's fucking just...
It's in the channel.
Okay. It's fine. It's all good.
I'm gonna beat myself. I have to beat myself.
You just started making a weird noise like always, and I really
I have a question. Do you hear the background? That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I do. Trust me, I do.
Okay, so I'm gonna beat myself so that I'm gonna beat myself doing your segment. Okay,
I'm gonna say hi to you, and you're gonna just be silent.
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna turn it on when I need to. Okay, here you go.
Okay, ready?
Just do it. Stop laughing.
I'm sorry. It's just I'm in a really weird mood. Alright. Hi guys, Violet here, and today me and 8 Feet are talking about the new My Little Pony trailer. So, hi 8 Feet.
Hello there, guys.
Yo.
Welcome to Violet's YouTube video. This is your YouTube video, right?
Yes, it's a YouTube video.
Ah, I see.
And it's my first MLP. Yes. Okay, why are you talking like that?
I don't know.
Anyway, it's my first MLP video in
a very long time. She gave up on Ponies for a while.
Yes, 3 years. For 3.5 years. Yeah, I gave up on Ponies in 2013, so
she used to do Tumblr ponies, Canadian ponies, British ponies.
Yes. Oh, did you have to bring that up? That is.
It's part of the discussion. It's ponies, part of this discussion.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so I used to be a Canada pony, and every so often, like last night, I'm tempted to go back, but I don't think I can go back to that hellhole that is the world ponies on Tumblr, because oh boy, that was great. Anyway.
It's not.
We're here to talk about the trailer. 5 years.
It takes. Week 1 says it takes us 5 years to make an intro.
Yes. Okay. Fine. Do you know how long it takes me to make my own intro when I'm on my own? It takes me like 15 minutes. So
I just said,
this
hey
is
guys,
nothing.
welcome to the next battlefield. And that's my intro.
I love how we did the intro and we're still not.
We still haven't started the discussion.
Still not gone into the thing. So that's great. I wasn't going to have to edit, but now I fucking am. So thank you, 8V. Well done.
No, this is part of the video. Don't edit anything
10 out
out.
of 10. IGN. You're the worst.
IGN is not trusted. You paid them. We pay IGN to give us good scores. It's not even gaming. There's not even the. Oh, let's go. Let us do this. Come on, I'm pumped.
I'm trying to find my list. I'm trying to find my list.
Wait, you have a list?
I have.
Oh yeah, I remember. I told you to make a list before I left last week.
I need notes. I need notes. I can't do this without. Okay.
I'll just do
Are you
this.
ready?
Yeah, let's do this. Come on.
Can we start with the first thing that I freaking love? Okay, so the art style that they've done.
You better not link
film.
through to the next seasons of MLP. That's what I have to say though.
Oh, okay. This is what we were talking about last time. I love the new art style. It flows so much better, and it's not pose. It's kind of like fluid, and you can tell they're not really using. They're not concentrating on flash, which I fucking love, because the vectors were good, but they weren't great.
I mean, like, I do agree that the hand-drawn stuff. Oh, yeah, it's good, but you know that's not how I picture ponies when I watch ponies. I see them as the Flash, vectors version. It just looks simple and all that stuff. That's how I want to see my ponies.
Yeah, I think I understand, and I don't know, because I've seen people complain about it.
Yes, I mean, I guess I'm one of them. But I'm not saying that. But I'm not saying that the hand-drawn stuff is terrible. I'm just saying, you know what? This is a nice, I guess, change of pace for once. But if I'm done watching the hand-drawn stuff, I would like it to come back to the Flash stuff, which is the normal seasons. This is the movie. It's an exception.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna do that because
that's too much work. That's too much money.
Yeah, exactly. And to do this type of style, I think for season after season is gonna be way too much work. I think it's good if they just set this to the movie.
Just the movie, yes.
And as much as I adore it and I love it so much and I love how it flows, because the colours are brighter and everything just seems to fit better. I don't think they're going to translate in, and I kind of hope they don't, because as much as I don't like the vectors, it looks better as a show, as 22-minute portions rather than 2 hours of video.
Just 2 hours of vectors.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's because I've grown up since Generation 2 with it, and it just kind of the same thing ingrains on you. I don't know.
I don't know. For some,
I sat through Generation 3. Okay.
Well, it's not just about the ponies. I mean, the art style reminds me of Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, again, that's another thing about Lilo and Stitch. There's a lot of references in just the trailer to it.
Yeah, I mean, one of them looks like a Stitch. Do you notice that?
Yeah, the minions, the skunk minion.
Yeah, the skunk minion.
Something else.
Before we continue, why is there furries in my MLP movie? Why are there furries in my MLP movie? Can you explain that?
Because it. What do you mean? Let's
talk about this one for a second. So,
are you talking about the skunk?
Oh, let's talk about this for a second. Okay, number one, so the main antagonist. Originally, I thought it was it the Storm King or the Frost King, whatever his name is nowadays. I don't even know. I thought he was the main baddie, but then I heard his voice, and I'm like, huh, okay, I guess he's not the main baddie. And then we have this very dark OC pony looking thing.
Yes, I
have to say that. Wait, this is our villain.
I think, I don't know. I feel like they're gonna take the Pokemon Sun and Moon route and they have the two enemies, as it was. You have, so if you played Pokemon Sun and Moon,
I don't.
Okay, so basically you've got the bad guys. So you've got Team Skull, but then you have the Ether. So I think they're going to do that kind of thing where you've got the bad guys who are just kind of like rebels, and then you have something that's much bigger and kind of delves into something more.
So basically,
I feel like...
so you're telling me, so wait, who's the rebels then?
What's his name?
Wait.
Not her.
Her?
I
Yeah,
can't
like I mean that's what I'm trying
Not
to figure
her.
out.
No,
Like,
she's the bigger. She's the bigger picture. Definitely. She's very. I hope they do her backstory well, because I'll be honest.
right now,
really,
I will say that fine. Like, fine. If she has a good backstory, then I might buy her. But right now, her design doesn't, it doesn't kick well with me.
No, I understand what you mean. I mean, the whole OC-ish kind of
She looks like an OC.
aura she has. She does because of the broken horn.
Yeah.
But I hope they do her backstory well so that we get an idea of why. Because the problem with a lot of OCs is that
they
you
have
don't
very
have
they have
ideas,
very very dark backstory just to look cool and stuff.
and they to do an OC well, you need to have a really good fleshed out backstory. And I don't think people, when they make these OCs, they don't really think about it that much, and the stories don't tend to link up. So I hope they do it well and they bring everything together, because that'll be really interesting.
Also, keep in mind, this is a live stream. I am not ignoring anyone's comments. It's just that we're still talking, okay? So, Albert, hello, I know you're there. So, continue.
Okay. So yeah, if they do it well, then I'll be really happy with it. If they kind of do it half-assed, I'm not sure how happy I'll be about it, but it's only a trailer, so we've only got a few minutes of what's happening, so I hope that it comes out well.
I still wanted my villain Glimmer all this time.
Yeah,
ever since she was reformed, I still want her. Okay. So before I start before I start rambling, I had a flame war with someone recently in Twitter when I was in my vacation. I think it was Luffy or something. The reactor, he does MLP reactions as well.
Yeah.
All you need to know is me and him. I was with the side where saying I hate Star Glimmer right now, and he's with the I like Star Glimmer where she is right now. But I was explaining to him the reason why I hate her now is because of, I guess I didn't get the villain Glimmer that I wanted, the one that is more, I wanted her to challenge Twilight through wits rather than being OP and stuff. I never got that. I mean, yes, I did get that in the finale, I guess, but I never got the season arc. She was, a lot of people were saying she was gonna be the season arc villain, and we never got that. She was just in the background, and she's more like a Where's Waldo character than anything else. That pissed me off. So, let's skip that for a second. I'm just saying that we're getting another OP that's what I'm saying. We're getting another OP villain. This time it's an OC character. And it's not like a character who uses her wits like the original Sonic Glimmer was.
Though.
But yeah, we're getting another OP character. The thing is,
we don't know what she's going to be like yet. We don't know if she's going to have any sort of redemption. We don't know if we don't even know what she's like, because we've only really had a couple of moments with her. So I hope that we just get something good and not some half-assed.
She's gonna be another
reason.
We're talking about the villain of the movie, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna be OP. She's gonna be another OP OC, but she's gonna be another OP villain, and she's gonna be an OC character on top of that.
But they're never really that OP, because Twilight finds it easy to overcome it.
Except Starlight Glimmers, though, because in that scene.
Yeah, but that was different, I think.
Yeah, because even Twilight herself said she couldn't fight. She couldn't beat her via magic, so she had to talk her down to actually stop her from doing whatever the heck she was doing.
Yeah, and that's what a good villain is.
Yeah,
you write.
Yeah, that's true. But I just wish there was more of that villain wit side of Star Glimmer, and I never got it, so that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. At first I would have agreed with you, but I like how she is. It's almost, because with Sunset we had what if Twilight hadn't been who she was and everything, and I feel like this was more of a comparison with Twilight. It was a contrast of what could have happened if Twilight was in that situation. And I think that's definitely something that I like about My Little Pony, is that they take Twilight and they take little bits of her insecurities and they use it as a villain.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. There's already 3 of them. Isn't there? There's already Sunset is supposed to be, I guess, the villain side of if Twilight, I guess, I mean, there's three. Okay, let me just. Actually, there's four of them even. There's four. Okay, let me just name them all. So we have Sunset Shimmer,
Okay.
we have Starlight Glimmer, we have Trixie Luna Moon, and we have the other one that I already forgot what her name. What was the other one?
Oh, I don't know. I can't.
It was the one with the glasses, and she was yellow, and she used to be students with fellows, schoolmates with Twilight when they were little kids.
Oh yeah.
Moonlight.
No, I know.
Wait, was it Moon Dancer?
Moonlight.
Moon Dancer.
Moon Dancer.
There you go.
that's it.
Yeah, so we have Moon Dancer. So we have 4 different versions of Twilight already. So
Yeah, but to have a good villain, you have to. That's the kind of thing. Them 4 villains have been the best ones in my opinion because they're more real rather than the over the top.
except Moon Dancer, okay? We're not talking about Moon Dancer. She never became a villain.
No, well, no, but she was a part of Twilight that could have gone out of hand.
Yeah, that's true.
Which-
But that's more of this is what would have happened to Twilight, but not as a villain. So the other
No,
3,
yeah.
I guess a villain, except Trixie. She's not really a. She was more.
No,
of a,
she's not a villain.
She's more of a rival, I
just-
guess.
Yeah, I mean, I find that Trixie's a little bit different because deep down she's not as I don't know how to put it. She's not overly she's a show pony, and that's the point.
Yeah, that's the point.
And it really frustrated me when we first saw her that everyone was so
let's
to her
forgive. Okay, let's
because that
forgive.
was her job.
Yeah, but let's forgive everyone in that time because this was more of the beginnings of MLP, and they don't really know what their identity was for a while.
Yeah, true.
And now now they're shipping her with Star Glimmer at this point. You know that, right?
I know
They started shipping Trick. Actually, no, I can't even say that. Here's what also pisses me off with Star Glimmer.
Oh god, here we go.
She's being shipped with everyone. She's being shipped with Trixie as her best friend nowadays. She's already. I mean, it's not really a big spoiler, but she's already being shipped with Sunset. She's already being shipped with Sunset. Like, really? Sunset is not considered canon, but in their canon,
But that's the thing. A lot of the time, like shipping is just something that happens. You just gotta get over it. I got over it.
yeah, but this is
ago.
canon. This is canon shipping. It's not fanon. It's not a fanon thing. It's canon. It's legit. This is really happening. Like, Glimmer is literally friends with everyone, even Discord, even Trixie, even Thorax. I mean, she's everyone's best friend nowadays.
True.
And that's that feels like very fan. That feels like a very fanfic thing for me. I guess that's the reason why I wanted the villain side of Glimmer more, because at that point it felt more, there's actually a challenge for Twilight to go up against Witwise, but instead, all of a sudden we have this complete polarizing shift where, Glimmer now has to be friends of everyone, and I kind of understand what the writers are trying to do, because if you have the main 6 just lead the show every single season, it's gonna get tiring. That makes sense. I understand that.
Yeah.
But why are they doing it through this way? I understand. Okay, I guess I understand why they needed Starlight to be in certain situations, like the Royal Sisters. You cannot make that happen with Twilight unless you do a complete change with how Twilight could do things, because we already know she's biased for Celestia.
I guess so.
Yeah, but
I feel like she's kind of not perfect, but I think she's good enough the way she is.
That's the thing,
I think they did it very well.
No. Okay, here's the thing though. Here's another thing. For some reason, here's the thing though. Compared to the other redemptions of Discord and Sunset, for some reason, Glimmer every time we see her, she always has to mention to the audience how sorry she is, and that alone tires me. She always has to mention that she's sorry instead of Sunset, where she actually, she's not mentioning that she's sorry every time because we actually get to see her being sorry, and she earned it. In my opinion, Glimmer hasn't earned that yet. She just, instead of earning it, she just has to always mention to the audience, "Oh, I'm sorry that I did that every single time I see her." and that's I guess one thing.
But it's because they keep bringing it up. They bring it up all the time, and I think that's why she says it a lot. And I understand that kind of level, because she's got this anxiety that she's like everyone's judging her for it, and they are.
Yeah,
like,
but
every
the same
time
thing happened to
she
Sunset.
does something, they bring up.
Yeah, but the thing is, the same thing is also happening to Sunset, where every time they bring it up, Sunset just jokes it off. But I'm okay with that because she had to go through that phase first, and then she can just take all that. And I actually believe that more than where Glimmer is right now.
I think it's just personality differences.
I guess personality difference, but. I mean, I like the others, but why just Glimmer? I mean, I like Glimmer when she was first introduced. I liked her when she was first introduced. As a villain, I guess, because I love all the potential that Glimmer was capable of, but then they didn't go with that route. They just went with well, let's rush her redemption. Let's just rush it, and there it is. Like, so I guess I was just actually, you know what? Let's stop for a moment. This isn't about Starlight Glimmer and Sausage Glimmer and all that shit.
I was gonna say, we've been talking about Starlight Glimmer for a long time. I don't know why we did this.
Yeah, we're talking about the trailer of the movie, so let's go focus on that one, okay? So, sorry for derailing so let's go back.
Oh dear, right.
Okay, so...
Sea Ponies. So...
Oh, okay, we're going there right now, okay.
We're going right into Sea Ponies.
Okay, Sea Ponies. So, you know what? You're more of an expert in this than me, so I'll let you talk first.
Okay, so I have this thing about Sea Ponies, and I'm not sure how to feel about it, because if I can remember correctly, there was something about Generation 3, and they did this Generation 3. I'm sure they did. I'm like convinced. Unless I've just been watching too much Monster High, and I remember because they brought out a film in Monster High, and they all turned into mermaids, and I think it was called like Surf's Up or something. I can't remember what it was actually called. And it was so poorly done that I don't want to see Sea Ponies, and that's the only thing about the film that I'm kind of really apprehensive about, because I don't want them to ruin the film with Sea Ponies. And you had something about Spike, right?
Spike became
pufferfish.
Pufferfish. I mean,
pufferfish.
Here's one. Okay. Let me just insert something here. I love how you try to defend him by saying pufferfish are so, as a good fish, but that's not the point. That's not the context we were talking about. We're talking about the context of everyone else gets to grow fins but still stay as a pony except Spike, not a sea dragon or something. He becomes a pufferfish, a completely different species, just like how he becomes a dragon to a dog in Cresta Girls.
I think it's because they don't know what to do with him. And the thing is, they could have changed him into anything else. They could have made him a sea lion.
I mean, I know.
Which are amazing. Which are kind of like dragons, I guess, on some sort of scale. But they turned into a pufferfish.
I mean, yeah, that's another thing that you brought up. Why not turn Spike into, like, when you're transforming him into something? I mean, I guess Equestria Girls makes sense because he's supposed to be, blending in with humans. But here you had the opportunity to turn him into more of a, a sea-based dragon that's still a dragon. And not as a completely different, not a completely different species that is, used for, I guess, humor, like a pufferfish or any other else. Why not turn him into something cool, like, a sea serpent or something?
I mean, pufferfish are really cool animals.
Yeah, but
they're marine.
I mean, I understand that they are. I understand they're really, they're a good, fish. But we're talking about the context of a cartoon. So most likely,
I know.
They're gonna use the pufferfish mentality for him to, like, when he panics, he's gonna puffer up, and then that's gonna be the humor of it.
And the thing is, I guess I think their wavelength was pufferfish, puff up, and Spike panics a lot. So there's that. Yeah. I think also he has technically got dragon breath, technically. And pufferfish technically have poison, so it's that kind of link. I don't really know what they were thinking, honestly, because let's be honest. Spike isn't a great dragon anyway. Like, he can't.
I mean, he
do
can't
much,
fly.
and he's a baby dragon.
I mean, I know, but
pufferfish have enough poison in their spines to kill 30.
Yeah, but this is Final Pony. They're not gonna use the poison aspect of it.
Exactly, that's what I mean. So I don't understand where they kind of got their inspiration from.
So Violet, I think like a kid. No shit. So I already know why they picked him to turn into a pufferfish. They're gonna just use that puffing mechanic of a pufferfish when he panics or get touched, and then he's gonna puff, and then that's the mentality of it. That's gonna be the cartoon mentality of it.
Yeah,
that's the only reason.
And I guess it's because I'm a zoologist, so I spent like half a year on pufferfish and stuff like that. So I can't be on your side of it. I kind of see it as the scientific thing rather than, oh, it's a kid show and he's a pufferfish, lol.
Yeah, there you go. Also, wait, let me mention something for a second. I noticed in the chat someone said that they dropped their flip knife on their foot and now there's a hole on their foot.
No, that doesn't work. It doesn't work like that.
I mean, if that.
It would have hurt like fuck.
I mean, why are you still typing here? Why are you not in the doctor right now?
Also, it wouldn't make a large hole because that's not how knives work.
No, I mean, I assume that this is an expression. I got stabbed, so I'm gonna say there's a hole because there is.
Well, I'm in my science mode now because
you're in science mode. I understand. I mean, even with a pufferfish, you're using science in a pony show about talking ponies.
I would. I know. Yeah. It's just I
mean, okay, let's be honest. Sometimes I for some reason go full on diplomatic mentality sometimes.
Yes, you do.
Like when I look at Celestia, I turn off my fun cartoon side to a more diplomatic, let's talk about politics side, you know. So you know what? You're not alone then. It's not science, but I talk about the diplomacy.
Okay, well, we're going to I'll switch that pop brain up and go to references. So
okay, so
in
1995,
I think there was a film called Help, I'm a Fish, and I think that's what it's called.
I haven't watched this. We don't talk about this.
Anyway, I've watched it quite a few times. I think that's what it's called. I haven't watched it in years, but I used to watch it a lot when I was a kid. Anyway, basically, the whole premise of the film is that they drink this potion and they become fish. And they have to find the antidote, and there's a storm, and they don't know where the antidote is. And basically, a fish takes the antidote, and the antidote turns humans into fish, fish into humans that have already been humans, but they turn fish that always fish smarter. So all the fish around them are becoming smarter while they're trying to find the antidote, and they only have 24 hours to find the antidote.
Oh yeah, wait. Before you continue, something weird happened with my YouTube recommendations. I think I already told you this. Why did that recommended that very movie was recommended to my YouTube videos for some reason?
Help I'm a Fish. Oh, I don't know.
I tried to figure out what I could have watched. I mean, I guess I watched something about you know those science videos on YouTube where scientists are currently like recording like on a little submarine, and then they're looking at like little octopus with, for some reason, have very like yellow octopus, a very cute small yellow octopus, and then when they are zooming in, they have flashlight, right? So it starts like covering its eyes so cutely, and then the scientists, again, these are scientists, this is our scientists in charge of doing all the science stuff. They're saying, "Oh, so cute," something like that. I'm like, what? Is that the reason why? Is that the reason why I was recommended that video?
I don't know.
Okay,
anyway, Help I'm a Fish. The reference that I found is that one of them turns into a pufferfish, and it's the weird, dorky boy of the group. The girl turns into a starfish, and the boy turns into a flyfish. I can't remember what he actually turns into. Anyway, he turns into some weird fish that's yellow, orange. Anyway, the whole point of this was it's a reference to Help I'm a Fish, at least I think it is, because Spike turns into a pufferfish, and the boy from Help I'm a Fish turns into a pufferfish, and they're kind of like the same people. They have the same traits. So there's that.
Yeah, that was all.
That's all I had.
So that's what you thought. Okay, so
there was another reference, and it was when Pinkie Pie's falling from the sky, and she does the really big smile, like the wide smile.
Yeah, but I don't think
And I don't know. Obviously, it might have just been like a coincidence.
Yeah, I think it's more of a coincidence. Because
it's
okay,
a
so
minor
for those people who don't know
reference to-
what we're talking about, we're talking about the Smile reference.
Smile HD
Yeah,
is the really gruesome animation that they had years ago.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so when they're falling from the skies, I mean, I think it's a coincidence because it can.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely a coincidence. I'm just saying that it was a very referencey coincidence, and I know for a fact that animators love to put in random shit like that. So,
Well, here's the thing though. This is not the same animators.
no, it's not the same animators, but they do see what happens in the fandom. So,
I guess.
I mean, it's happened in Hasbro's other shows. So,
Okay,
I
if you
just-
say so. I mean, I do know that in what's that show again that I don't watch? My Little Pets Shop. Is that what it's called?
oh, Elizabeth's Pet Shop.
I do remember them adding one of the ponies as a toy figure in one of the shows. I guess so. I guess they are also aware of that. I guess.
Yeah,
it
they're
depends.
aware of everything. Hasbro are aware of everything that happens.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I mean,
Nothing they do is a coincidence.
I mean,
will tell you
I
that
remember
now.
hearing stories where one of their RP agents was among the crowd of bronies during the brony conventions, and they were just like they're just pretending to be part of the crowd, but what they're really doing is just trying to hear what other fans are reactions to, what's going on around them, and they're just pretending to just be normal people. They're among us. That's all I'm saying. They're just among us. They're just watching, writing in their notepads. Not really. They're most likely texting in their phones, saying, "Oh, they like this. They like this shit. Let's go make an episode of it." 9 seasons later, we get episode 9 on Slice of Life, and there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well-
you know what? Let's go back to the actual talk of the movie theater, which is the Sea Ponies.
Oh, the sea ponies.
So-
I just.
Okay, so
Not very happy
okay,
with
so
them.
here's the thing though. I don't see the problem with Sea Ponies. That's one thing I will say. Mostly because I never watched, I guess, the original Sea Ponies. That's why.
I just hope. At least I'm pretty sure I can remember it, but I don't know if it was. It's one of the things where I was a kid and I don't remember if it was My Little Pony, if it was something else. But anyway,
But okay, so here's
I
one thing I
just
will
hope
say.
if they don't execute it properly, I'll be really disappointed
Well,
because the trailer seems to go from one thing to the other really, really quickly, and it doesn't really seem to settle on much. So I hope that there's enough runtime in the movie to explore everything properly. Otherwise, it's going to be quite
Well,
rushed.
here's one thing I will say right now. I hate the name that they use for where the Sea Ponies live. It's literally just another version of Equestria. So instead of like making a completely different country, again, I'm going for the diplomatic mindset again. It's like, oh, it's Equestria, but we just put the word sea in it. Get it? Hey. So that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that they're just gonna go for another Crystal Ponies route. Where, I mean, here's the thing though, the Crystal Ponies were in stasis for like thousands of years. So shouldn't they be like behaving differently when they were when they are free from the stasis? Like they
I don't
behave
know.
exactly the same as the ponies in normal Equestria. Do you notice?
I guess.
Yeah, and here's the thing though, this was 1,000 years ago. At that point of time, we already know that through Luna, we know that things were different back in those days. Luna was, like we remember Luna's royal Cantalot voice. It was more, authoritarian, I guess.
Yeah, but I think that's just because that's who she is rather than.
Yeah,
The
but you know how the transition is
solution.
different now. We saw the episodes of how she was interacting with, I guess, the normal folk when she was trying to fit in. It was completely different, and for some reason, the Crystal Ponies, they're not like faced with everything that's going on, like all the new things right now, unless 1,000 years development is completely the same from back then and to now. Is that what
I
they're
just
implying?
don't think they. No, I just don't think they thought it through that much because.
And that's what I'm worried
we
about.
said, it's
Like
a
that's
kid show.
that's what I'm worried about. They might treat the same thing with the sequestrians. They're just gonna pull another Crystal Empire or Crystal Kingdom, whatever they use the name nowadays for advertisements and stuff. But yeah, they're not gonna like build a very in-depth lore with the sequestrians. They're just gonna be another Equestria, another Crystal Empire. They're not gonna behave. They're gonna behave like a normal pony, like all the ponies we've seen. They're not gonna behave
I
differently.
guess so, but we don't know that yet. I mean,
Do you-
it's
I mean,
something
yeah.
again.
And
Well,
he-
how long was the trailer? Like 2 minutes ish.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know how long
I
it
mean, but
was.
here's the thing though. Remember the Yakistans?
Yes.
They are a completely different culture, and that's what I like. They
From a writer's point of view, I think that it's a bit but it's also a show, so what do I know? I don't know. I feel like it's a bit different.
Yeah, but like I mean, I guess I mean, okay, maybe this is what they're doing. With the Yakistans, they're actually giving it like a try. They're actually risking trying different cultures and stuff with the Yakistans, but then obviously they're gonna if they're gonna introduce the sea ponies or the crystal ponies, they're gonna try and play it safe, I guess. So they're gonna try and
They might try some. I mean, they might try something with the sea ponies. I don't know.
I hope.
I mean, the sea ponies also remind me of the sirens from. Are they sirens? Oh, they're not sirens.
They're what?
I can't remember what they are.
What are they?
In Princess Sophia, the first, in season 3, there's dragons, and then these like they're not serpents, they're not sirens. I can't remember what they are. They're like sea monsters, and they honestly, the sea ponies remind me of them. So if they take that kind of route, I'll be happy. And I bet no one knows what I'm talking about because no one
I
watches
can tell you
Princess
right now, I
Sophia.
have no idea who you're talking about.
Yeah, because no one watches Princess Sophia who's over the age of like 8.
Well,
And
so
I'm-
who's
and
Princess
I'm
Sophia?
22 and I still watch it.
What's Princess Sophia then? Can you give me a context of it?
Okay, Princess Sophia is about this girl who her mum marries the king of the kingdom they live in. So then she becomes Sophia the First because she's the first princess that's called Sophia in the kingdom.
Wait. Before
basically-
you continue with the lore and stuff, are we talking about, are they humans? Are they
Yeah,
mermaids?
they're humans. Sophia's human. The monsters are like these weird serpent things.
Okay, let's skip all the lore. Let's go to the context side. What do you mean about? Hopefully they're gonna go follow, I guess, Sophia's route for the sequestrians. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, because that show is very well written. Because all the characters have their own personalities, they have their own thing going on. Whereas in My Little Pony, side characters don't always seem to have their own way.
Unless
They
the
all kind of
fandom
just,
takes them and give them a
follow.
personality. That's the only
Yeah,
time.
unless they or yeah, that is very true. I just hope that it's written well and that they do it justice rather than just let it like that, because all too often in shows they have these massive ideas of what they want to do and the trailer is amazing and they have all this stuff going on and then the film is just kind of like Suicide Squad.
I never watched Suicide Squad.
The trailer was amazing, and then the film kind of felt like it was loads of separate things all kind of stitched together.
In other words, they don't know.
Fitted.
They don't know exactly what they were doing with the.
No,
Suicide.
it's almost like they had the whole film ready, and then they kind of just took things out because they didn't fit or something, and they just made this mishmash of a film that didn't really. It wasn't.
It wasn't like a single movie. It was more.
No,
like,
it was almost like a load of shorts that they kind of like crammed together.
Yeah, it sucked. That's what Rainstorm said. It just sucked.
Yeah, it just sucked.
Well,
That is very true.
at least I watched.
Just sucked.
Well, at least I watched the Wonder Woman movie and I liked it, except the ending.
I haven't watched I haven't watched it yet.
Well, here's the thing though. I loved every bits of it except the ending because it was full of CGI. And here's the thing, though.
Yeah,
I
there is
love the
things.
route they were going for. Without spoiling anything, I love the route they were going for because, without spoiling anything, this is during World War One. Obviously, it's World War One.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Like when you think of superheroes, they usually go for like one bad guy. But this is World War One, and there were in World War in World War Two they were the Nazis. There was an obvious bad guy. In World War One, that's not the case. And I love the route they were going for until they dropped all of it in the end. Because they wanted CGI action. And that pissed me off a little bit because when the realization happened, I loved the realization part of that movie. I wish I want to talk about it sometimes. I can't. If you watch Wonder Woman, maybe we can make a discussion out of it. Even though it's,
If I when I watch it, I'll let you know and we can make another discussion because I think I'm gonna do a discussion every other week.
no, not every week. Just make it based on how you feel like it, mood based.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest,
like,
when we tried doing the
to
weekly thing or a monthly thing, which did remember the monthly project we were supposed to do, but it hasn't started yet.
Well, hang on. So whose fault is that though? Because I'm always here.
Yeah, but okay, here. Okay, keep
you're
in
not.
mind,
So-
the monthly project involves 5 people. Well, 6 originally.
That
One of
is
them already
very
dropped.
true. There's a lot of who's dropped.
Pi Disliker.
Oh, I knew he would drop. I was like, he's just gonna go.
Anyways,
I never really.
Anyways, the
spoke to him
5th
too
person
much.
is still waiting, and you know who that 5th person is. She's still making porn.
Oh my god.
She's
I
still
wish she'd not.
she's ready. She's just ready.
She's already waiting.
She's just
Yeah.
waiting for us to say, "Hey, now's the time." The other person has been absent for 6 months.
Shannon has been here for ages though.
Yeah.
Like I talk to him every day.
Yeah, but that was 6
Jealous.
months ago. That was the other
Yep.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's skip that. Okay, the other person, I feel sorry for him because he's the one in charge of all the making, getting stuff ready. He's still working on it, even though I told him, "Hey, are you still up for that project thing?" And then he said, "Yes, I'm still writing all the stats."
Oh, Russell, don't. He's been busy.
I know, and that's the thing though. He has other things to do other than the project, and he's the one he's the one who got the entire.
He's got so much work.
Yeah,
to
like
do.
he's the one in charge of the foundation of this project, and he still have other things to do. So I feel sorry for him.
Yeah, so do I. Anyway,
and
can
me,
we wrap this up? So
and me, I think I already gave all the stuff I wanted, and it's because of me. It's mainly me the reason why he has to work very hard to just get this
yeah,
foundation.
'cause you just keep giving him new work, and I feel so bad for him.
I know. I mean,
Oh, bless him.
yeah,
Bless
bless
his
him, just
soul.
bless him. But anyways, but yeah,
heart.
anyway, so wait, how did we get here again?
I don't know, but I've got nothing else to say.
Okay, let's backtrack. So, Secret Project, Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad, Sophia, Sea Ponies. Hopefully, they're not gonna be another Crystal Pony Empire, which originally was a good idea, but they feel like the same ponies that we've already seen. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's one thing that I will say though. Even if maybe they might not pull off character-wise of Sequestrians, hopefully introducing a new race, Sequestrians. Hopefully that's gonna, open up, I guess, new ways for future seasons of the actual show to, try and explore in.
Yeah, hopefully they're interlink them with the show rather than just having something.
Yeah,
I think that'll be good.
Because, right now he's gonna be another bias that I'm gonna introduce. There's this fan fiction that I've been reading in film fiction.
Oh God!
so-
Why do you have to go off topic all the time?
No, it's not. No. I'm just okay. It's not. It's still part of the topic, but I'll tell you. Remember that fanfiction that I told you before, where Celestia? There was a fanfiction where Celestia was a changeling, was secretly a
Yes.
changeling. Well, that fanfiction is still going, and now, it takes place in introduction to a new species of ponies called sea ponies.
Oh no!
And it's called Equestria. Equestria. I don't even know.
Is it meant to be a pun because of aqua?
Yeah, it's another. Whatever. Sequestria, Equestria, whatever. It's a pun. It's literally a pun.
I get it. Yeah.
But here's the thing that I'm hoping that the movie is gonna do, like what the fanfiction is doing. In that version of the fanfiction, they're introducing the sea ponies really differently. Because obviously it's more because it's fanfiction, so they're gonna go for a more serious route. So it's more about Celestia dealing diplomatically with this new species, and that's what. And while that's never gonna happen in My Little Pony, what I hope that they will do is try and figure out how to integrate sea ponies with, I guess, normal ponies society-wise. That's what I want to try and see at least.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping.
Me too. Okay. Well, do you have anything else to?
I want to talk about the
put
furries.
Towards the trailer. Okay, talk about the furries. If no, there isn't furries, because
they're bipedal. They're bipedal creatures. That is not quadpedal. They're bipedal.
Yes, I know they're bipedal.
Where have they been?
Congratulations.
Where have all they been? Like where were they been all this time?
We haven't seen every single part of Equestria or
no, here's the thing, though.
It's on.
This is not Equestria. This is technically introducing the planet at this point because.
Yeah. So what if ponies aren't? Yeah, but to be fair, ponies are kind of on that borderline. Let's be honest.
They're Americans. That's all.
Because
they literally have a place called Baltimore, and that's
this is gonna bring up the whole bronies aren't furries thing. All right, but anyway, let's be honest. They're on the borderline. Let's be real.
Now, I can tell the difference between the brony and the furry.
No, but I know there's a difference, and I understand that, but there is this borderline where it kind of like it's a grey area because I don't know. There isn't furries in this film, but you seem to think the skunks are furries. So
no, I'm not talking about those. Oh, wait. So have you seen the other furries coming into this movie? Have you seen the parrot character? Have you seen the feline? By the way, so I know the feline is like a reference to an older generation. So I guess I understand why they're reintroducing her into this new generation.
They're just trying to bring more animals and like different races and stuff into
pony. It's just supposed to be ponies. Kill off all the other races.
Are you?
I'm sorry. I'm talking about my Civilization Let's Play. You're
just trying to starve the creation.
I'm still thinking. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about my Let's Play of Civilization, where my original story for the ponies, where they killed all the other species and they became the dominant species. That's why they have Equestria, the soul of world power of the entire planet.
Oh God. Okay.
And and they built the society off the death of all the humans.
You know
Remember
what?
that? Let's Play?
Why do I try to do anything with you? You always make it weird.
No, it's not. It's just I'm talking about the side of, I guess, the fandom. That is not really a fandom because I'm not part of the fandom, so I'm talking more something off my ass.
You're in the fandom more than I am, let's be honest.
I mean, I what do you call that? I walk through the shadows of the fandom, but I'm not part of the fandom, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't even look at it. I'm like, nah. I'm like,
I'm
not anymore.
But okay, let's be serious this time. Also, who the hell is spamming Splatoon pictures right now? Okay, anyways, so okay, how about this? So they're now introducing. So at this point, they're now opening the floodgates for introducing these other species, not furries. Not like I say the word furries as okay. How about this? Let's use the word furries for a different context. It's non-ponies and are bipedal. How about that? Do you agree with that?
Okay, fine.
Okay, so
yeah, that's fine.
And again, that's what I've been saying when I use the word furries. I'm not saying furries as in real world furries where you know what they really are. I'm talking about the bipedal, non-pony nature of this other things. I mean, okay, so we have furries before. I mean, we have bipedal races. How the hell can I use all these words? Let's just make it simple, please.
I know.
I'll just use the word
you're
furries, okay?
Really,
Can I just use the word
really
furries?
going up there.
And
Sure,
the
use
context
the word
is
furries. Why not?
bipedal,
Who cares?
non-pony creatures.
Bipedal animals. Bipedal.
No, they're not
organisms.
animals because there is
you go.
normal animals in My Little Pony that can't
Fine,
talk.
then bipedal organisms.
There you go. Bipedal, intelligent, conscious.
Artificial.
No, not artificial. They're conscious.
Wait, artificial intelligence. We got them.
But anyways, but yeah, furries. That's the context of this. Okay, keep that in mind. So we had furries before, which is the diamond dogs. Those are furries. So
Yes.
so it's clear that
Yeah.
ponies aren't the only intelligent, conscious, creatures in this planet. And that's already clear ever since they introduced Equestria girls. There's humans,
Yeah.
but it's a different. I'm not sure if it's a different dimension or a different multiverse.
No, different dimension, I guess, because it's portal rather than anything else.
And also, there's like and there's a complete mirror of a character, so it's not a
it'll be a
well, that's the thing, multiverse.
dimension.
Well, the thing is, the multiverse can also be applied. No.
Okay,
It's
we
a
can
limit.
get into Rick and Morty shit because
Okay, we're not going to that. We're not going Rick and Morty in this. No, this is
it feels like that's where we're
yeah,
going.
because I feel like I have to include the Rick and Morty stuff just to explain what's going on. No, this is a show about of talking ponies. So there you go, magic. It's magic.
Magic and friendship.
Okay, then so there.
Glitter and pink.
Yeah, pink.
Things.
Pink. They also have ideologies. I really wish they went with the ideology route with Starlight Glimmer. I wish they really went. I really wanted them to go ideological combat with friendship, using Starlight Glimmer's equality ideology. I'm so pissed right now.
Oh my god.
Okay, sorry. Calm down. So they're introducing more furries, aside from the diamond dogs this time. So what does this mean with Equestria? Because it's already clear that Equestria isn't the name of the planet; it's the name of a country, which is the ponies. Where they
Yeah, it's kind of like a kingdom.
not really, because if you look at the map, they take up an entire continent. So it's not really a kingdom.
Moron.
It's not. I mean,
Do you know how kingdoms work?
I mean, okay. Think about this. When you look at the map, how many cities are there in Equestria? That's a lot.
I don't know.
I mean, so I have a question.
Well, what about this? What if it's like the English Empire when it was the apex of
Which
I can't
century
talk,
is this?
apparently.
Is this doing colonization or is this doing?
I don't know. Just my empire. My empire. I am the queen.
So
No.
okay, so is it wait? When you say the word empire, is
Colonization in
it colonization then?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so there was the English kingdom or empire.
I mean, it's the same thing. Like, kingdom is normally reserved for fantasy, I guess.
No, not really. Like kingdoms were
I don't
used as a
know.
word back in the days, but okay.
Back
When I
in
think
the
of how about
day.
this? Let's just say what we know about the word context wise. So when I think of kingdom, I think it's more of a so in Germany there were different kingdoms, right?
Yeah.
That's how I see what a kingdom is. It's not like a state where there's like different kingdoms going together to create a state, and it's not. And we have the United Kingdoms as well, right? The United Kingdoms.
Yeah, we're still the United Kingdom.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like but it has the word united in it, so it's a combination of different kingdoms uniting together, right?
I mean, I think it's just because we're old.
That's what I'm saying. Like it has the word united in it, so it makes sense to use the word kingdom as well, because it's United Kingdom is considered a country because it's a combination. You know, it's it's United Kingdoms.
We're united. We're a united country. We're
So
not
how many
one
countries
country.
were united then? I guess it's.
There's quite a few, isn't it?
So wait, is what's the name?
At the moment, it's not.
So that's what I'm saying. Like so wait, when you say yourselves United Kingdom, what is that then? Is that a country?
At the moment, no.
Or is that a common? Is that a Commonwealth?
I mean, I don't know, because we say it's a country, but it's not a country. It's like 4 countries.
Yeah, but I mean, as a working government, I mean, government-wise, is it considered a country?
Oh, the government in UK is really complicated because you have England, which is the major part of the United Kingdom. You have Wales, Scotland, and North Ireland.
Hey, Violet, give me a second.
Southern Ireland.
Violet.
I can't remember which one it is. It's part of Ireland.
Hey, Violet, have you heard this movie? England is my city.
England is my city. Yeah, I fucking I just don't.
So that's a question I want you to answer. Is England a city?
No.
There you go.
Amazingly, England is not just one city. I know, it blows your mind.
Oh,
I mean,
England is my city. It's not
Who
legit.
knew that England had more than one city? Because, believe it or not, guys, England just isn't just London. London, it doesn't take up the whole country. Amazing, I know.
Wait, London is a country?
No, London is my country. No, London is a city. But most people who don't live in the UK think that London takes up way too much space, and it does take up a lot of space. As someone who is from
watching
an area,
watching movies and stuff, they think.
I am half Londoner, so yeah.
Yes.
And then I'm also some Welsh in there.
Yeah. So, okay. So we have England, and then we have So England. It's not, it's not actually the entire country.
England takes up like 70%, but it's not everything.
Okay.
It's
so how about this? How
Wales,
about what if we remove England from the United Kingdoms? What is
you
England
take away
then?
a lot of shit. England, if you take away England from the UK, you take away its central place, I guess. You take away central marketing. You take away trading. You take away pretty much all the money from
I'm
the
talking
UK.
about something else. I'm talking about so what if England is just by itself and not part of the United Kingdom? What do you call England by itself then?
England.
I mean, is it considered a state? Is it considered a kingdom? Is it considered a country?
It's probably a country because it's already a country, so it would change.
So, if it's considered a country, then it would make more sense to call it the United Countries. But
yeah,
it's considered.
I don't know why it's called the United Kingdom. I think it's just because we're really fucking old, and that's just what it was back then. And I guess it just stayed the same. I don't know. I'm not very. I'm not a history buff like you.
I thought you said. Wait, I thought you said you know more history with the medieval stuff.
Yeah, but not that much. Like I know some, but I'm not. I know the useless facts. I know the useless stuff, but God forbid I know anything that's decent.
I mean, the only reason why I know about this stuff is because of freaking Civilization. That made me really. That made me love history more. So I guess that's the thing. So okay, you know what? So here's the thing. Okay, so let's think about this. So is Equestria considered a kingdom or a country then? So.
I think it's a country. Although
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I've been saying. It is a country. It's not a kingdom.
No, it is. Yeah, it's a country.
Because it would have been just.
It is a country.
Because remember back in the Pony, what's the word of the time when the Wendigos were introduced?
Yeah.
I remember that Canterlot is technically considered a kingdom by itself at the time. They haven't found Equestria yet. But technically, kingdoms already existed at that time.
Yeah, you had the 3 kingdoms. So I think it would go from a kingdom to a country.
So wait, kingdom or state and then country, or state kingdom?
I guess it would. Okay, so I guess my guess is that you'd have 3 kingdoms, right?
Yeah.
And then when they merged, it would be the 3 states, and then it would slowly become a country.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
So
if you think about it that way.
So yeah, so let's all agree that Equestria is a country.
Yes. So yes, Equestria is a country.
Equestria is a country, and can we say that Equestria is currently the world power?
Yes.
Well, actually,
I guess We don't know that though, because the problem is we don't know a lot about everywhere else.
Because here's the thing though, we still don't know what the name of the planet is.
Yeah.
So we don't really know how big. Like, who knows? Maybe it really is a kingdom, and Equestria is just really small. It's actually just very. Maybe it's just it's the size of the United Kingdom actually, and we didn't know that. That would like change everything if you think about it. If you realize that, wait, all this time Equestria is really that small. It's not the size of.
But it's really, if you think about it, it's not that big. In hindsight, it's probably the same size as England. I'm not gonna lie, it seems to have the same because they use trains to go from one place to the other, and they don't really seem to be on them that long.
Hello?
I don't know.
Well, here's the thing though, like when you look at the equestrian map, on the top you already see like, you know, the, I guess we can call it the Antarctica, or, you know, like what are the icy areas, you know,
yeah,
where Yakistan is. So on the bottom you already see like drier places like Appaloosa and stuff. So that already means that that's already the equator area, right? That's where the equator is. And then we have the North Pole, which is where the Crystal Empire is laying. So how big is that compared to like the size of the planet? I have to say that's
we don't know.
I have to say that's already like big in, if you're comparing the equator from all the way to the North Pole.
I don't know. It might be like England, where it's a lot like vertical rather than like with America, which is horizontally. I guess I don't know. The thing is, we don't know, and that's. What's he saying? You're 100% right to.
No, I guess he was saying. I guess context-wise, geographically wise. So here, okay, look at this. I'm gonna give you like a link to the picture.
Okay.
Okay, so look at the.
We have gone so far off track. I can't even see the line anymore.
This is still part of the MLP movie. We're just figuring out how Sequestria's relation is with Equestria. So look at this. Look at the geographic. Look at the difference of the terrains. You already see that on the top. We already see that there's already like icy area, so it's already closer to the North Pole. And on the bottom, you already see like desert areas and stuff. So that's clearly like somewhere in the middle of the equator, right?
Yeah.
So if you think about, so based on the size of the planet and the size of this country, of what it is, I have to say that you know, size wise, by ratio, Equestria is big. Equestria is a big country, because if it were the size of United Kingdoms, so okay, so I have a question when it comes to United Kingdoms. Is there like a part of the England where it's always snow?
Yes, Scotland.
Scotland, there you go. But is there a desert area?
Well, no, because we're a temperate country.
So that's what I'm saying.
A temperate kingdom.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't really compare it completely to.
But here's what I'm saying. Like Equestria-wise, there's always there's a place in Equestria where it's always consistently, you know, there's deserts all the time. They even named the place Palomino Desert. It's actually from the North Pole, or you know, wherever this thing is facing. Like it doesn't matter if it's the North or the South Pole. It's more about how many you know, like geographical you know, terrains there are in this, you know, in Celestia's control, which is, well, here's the thing. Actually, is the Badlands considered Equestria?
Is the what considered
Badlands?
Equestria?
Because no, wait,
I don't know.
I think it is because
it's one of them complicated things. We're not really sure.
Well, I was about to say, oh wait, isn't that where the dragons sleep? But then I realized, wait a minute, the dragons is over there, in a completely different island. They're not.
I mean, I feel as if everything is Equestria that we've seen so far, and I don't think there is going to be things outside of Equestria but because at the top it says into the unknown, so there obviously is another part of the world that they're on that isn't Equestria.
So like,
but I feel as if Equestria used to be very small, and as I was saying, like the United Kingdom's empire, it grew and took land from other people, things.
Yeah,
or not even from other people, just claiming land.
Yeah, because here's the thing though, like here's an interesting thing to think about. Crystal Empire is not technically part of Equestria, but it's very closely, connected to Equestria. That's why they can say the word Equestria sometimes.
That is why I feel like maybe it's like Scotland is to England, because we were connected to Scotland, and we have connections with Scotland, but we're different countries.
Yeah.
But we still use the same kind of laws and everything, sort of. Well, they have a lot of different laws up there, but
especially
we're close enough.
And especially Yakistan, is that considered a kingdom or is that considered a state?
It is considered part of Equestria.
Is it? Wait, Yakistan is considered part of Equestria?
Yeah, it's considered part of Equestria.
So wait, is the word Equestria not the name of the country but the name of the continent then?
It might be the continent, actually.
And they're just going with the American mentality where, you know how in America we say America, but that's not the name of the country, that's actually the name of the continent. And we just have the word United States of America.
Yeah.
So it's possible that when they say Equestria, it's actually the continent, because Yakistan is part of Equestria, even though it's not part of the country of Equestria.
Maybe.
So that's, that's a lot to think about.
I think we've made some revelations today.
Yeah, Equestria is the name of the continent, and they're just using the word Equestria a lot, even though country-wise, I mean, the country Equestria is also on the Equestrian, continent, so it's okay to say Equestria. So yeah. So yeah, now that we got that out of the way, so obviously, the movie's expanding the range of what Equestria. It's possible that we're still gonna be in Equestria, but we're just going further into the continent of Equestria to introduce the furries, right?
Yes. Well, yeah. I feel like we won't know until... we're definitely going to go explore different parts of Equestria, but I think we need to wait until the film's out to really make an assessment.
And that's true. I mean, but it's already clear that on the trailer, it's already introducing we are going places. So it's possible that, again, we don't know if they're going beyond the continent of Equestria or they're going more further into the continent of Equestria. We don't know. Or maybe they're going to go through all of it. I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows?
Because, like, again...
We're definitely going to see more. And I hope they relate what we learn into the show, because that'll be good.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I am hoping that the Sequestrians is gonna... even though character-wise they may not make a good job out of that, but based on where they are, hopefully that opens up, like, are they on the west, the east? And I can't even say west by itself, because there's actually two bodies of water on the west of Equestria. There's the northern Luna Ocean, and there's the southern Luna Ocean.
Yeah, I love how they named the oceans like that.
Yeah, and think about this, like, Luna has two oceans, but Celeste only has one sea.
I think what I think is that the North Luna and the South Luna actually connect.
Yeah, so basically, the undiscovered West, that's not really like that's not a extension of another continent, but rather it's more of a peninsula. Yeah. Oh no, wait, not a peninsula. What word is that? What word is where an island is surrounded with 3 bodies of water again? What do you call that again?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm forgetting about that. Shit, I'm forgetting about that. I mean, I know what it is, but I forget what it was called. Because England is it like Europe considered like it's like considered surrounded by 3 bodies of water, right?
Yes, I think.
Like, okay, what do you call a land surrounded by 3 bodies of water?
Very strange. Because it's funny, Europe is very strange because we're technically part of Europe. Well, I guess we're not anymore. I don't really know what's going on with that. Anyway, we're technically part of Europe still. I guess. I think.
Well, you know, like just like the
then
Philippines.
you've got Eurasia. So.
Yeah, oh, actually, yeah, that is also what the fuck.
Because you not just got Europe and then Asia, you got Eurasia, which is like a whole other thing. Which I don't know why we're talking about it because it just complicates things even more.
Yeah.
Because maybe it could be something like Eurasia where it's all connected, but it's all different. Like we don't know.
Yeah, and here's another thing though. Like the Philippines can be considered both Asian and Pacific islands.
Yeah. Yeah. See, Dr. Meme said did some research and it looks like Koshi is about the same size as the UK. See?
Oh, is
my theory is confirmed.
So okay, so wait, are you talking
leverage.
about the continent of Christie or the country itself? Because it's possible that he's saying the country because we're already figuring out that the Crystal Empire isn't really part of the country itself, but they're closely related. Yakastan is part of Questia continent-wise, but country, no, they're not. I mean,
yeah.
So it's possible that, okay, country-wise, I guess Equestria is the same size as the UK, country-wise.
Yes.
But continent-wise, they're all of them. This is Equestria we're looking at. That's the entire continent of Equestria.
Yeah. So. But I mean, I don't know. It's a theory. It's a theory and a half, and maybe one day we'll. Oh god, maybe
we'll eventually know.
I mean, it's film theory because you know.
Oh yeah, it's not a game; it's a film.
Life's a game. that was real dark. But yeah, I think we need to. This is a good theory. Good theory.
Yeah, I mean, it actually makes me excited more just to wait exactly like I mean, I'm not sure if the movie is gonna answer it, but the movie is gonna introduce more races, so that already means more, you know, places to go. But it does excite me for the future of even if we're not gonna follow the main six anymore, it does open up more of what the world of the ponies has to offer, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's one thing that I guess I'm okay with where the movie is leading us to. It opening up more of what this place has to offer.
Yeah. Okay, so should we wrap this up because it's been a while and we've just been
we've been going like too deep into this.
Anyway, we'll have to come back to this another time.
Yeah, we will, or we'll talk about something else. If you know that show comes out, when is it coming out?
What show?
The one that you told me originally before we did the pony stuff.
What, Starfest: Force of Evil? It comes out on the 16th.
16th of July. Oh, wait, when?
Next week.
Holy shit! Oh, well, you guys have heard that.
Next week is Star versus the Force of Evil.
That doesn't mean we're gonna do. That doesn't mean we're gonna make a discussion live stream on.
Well, it's a 2-hour thing, so I'm gonna have to watch it like 4 times.
Yes, in other words, we're not gonna make a discussion as soon as it comes out. We might have to wait another week or maybe even a month.
I can't. No, I want to do it as soon as possible.
Well, okay, we'll try. Most likely, it might be releasing in Sunday or Saturdays because I'm gonna start working like a normal human being in America's schedule-wise. I'm starting this Monday. Okay. I'm gonna try and work full-time Uber now. This just means that I'm gonna have more time spending time with you actually, because I don't have school anymore.
Yay!
So that just means that hopefully Shamu will now stop not ignoring me because he's been ignoring me recently.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks guys for watching.
And thank you, Violet, for thinking about this, thinking of doing a discussion rather than a podcast.
Yes, I was very excited, and I've been watching a lot of Cartoon Universe, and they do discussions. I was like, you know what?
Wait, you got the ID from them?
Yeah, they're really cool. I love them.
You copied
them. I didn't copy them. they do all Steven Universe.
That's kidding. Wait, who are you watching again? Who was it?
Cartoon Universe.
Wait, is that a nostalgia critic? Or no?
No.
Oh no, I'm talking about. I'm thinking about nostalgia critics. Steven Universe discussions.
Oh no.
No, I watched.
But anyway.
Yeah, I watched. That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Oh, okay. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining, and we'll see you. Well, I'll see you next week, and 8 will see you whenever he decides he wants to do anything.
It's all moon based, boys. Keep that. Remember that. Hey.
Hey. Hey.
Go watch my XCOM live
What's
streams.
that? Oh God, no.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. Anyways, let's just do the. Let's what we call this. What's that thing that you call when you were done with the actual discussion, but you still could talk a few seconds, like post show?
Post show.
Okay, post show. So, anyways, okay, guys, thank you for watching the discussion live stream or the discussion video wherever you're watching this, either in Violet's channel or my channel. So yeah. Okay then.
Alright, bye, guys.
See you on the.
Flips. See you on the flip side.
No, I almost said Battlefield.
Oh.
Okay, see you. See you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the MLP movie whenever that comes out.
October.
See you in October on the MLP movie theaters. Don't be awkward around other people. Okay, just go watch the movie like a normal person. Bring your children to conceal what your original purpose is.
God.
Or you don't have kids, go babysit someone's kid and then say, oh, this is my son, he's gonna watch the movie, not me, I'm just here to escort him in the movie.
Oh Lord.
Even though it's clear that there's a lot of adults here for some reason, it's clear they're
Strange. That's so strange.
Unless the person giving out the tickets is also a brony, then he really understands what's going on.
God.
Okay then, bye bye from 8 feet side.
And bye from me. Bye.
Post show talk. Oh god. post show talk. Well, that was something. I have a question. Did you enjoy this?
I love that.
You loved it, even though we went all over the place.
Yeah, it's fine. It's better. We always go over the place, though.
That's true. I mean, but hey, unlike a podcast where we really go all over the place, they still stay consistent with what we're talking about.
Yes, that is very true.
Even though we talked about the UK system and America country difference from American continent, it still talks about My Little Pony, the movie itself, because
yeah,
we still don't know exactly what the movie is. It's still about we're basing it on the trailer, so it's clearly speculation and I guess hopes and dreams. Stuff like Glimmer being a villain, being a badass, never came to fruition. Hey,
yeah.
but I'm just saying. And
yeah.
You haven't watched Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
You haven't watched a Wonder Woman the movie.
No. But I'm gonna go to bed now.
Okay then, Violet. Well, anyways, so I'll talk with you next time.
Yes, I'll talk to you later.
Okay
right.
then. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye. Love you too. Bye.
Bye bye.